Last mission. Final boss mode.
Still, it was a damn good fight or whatever, and it was definitely a good warm up for the main event.
Yes.
Almost 9 years in the making. Chocolatito, Ramon Chocolatito Gonzalez versus Juan Francisco Estrada 2. Now this time obviously that's higher stakes. We got the WBC, WBA, and lineal super flyweight titles on the line, as well as the ring belt too, I guess. And honestly, and we were all looking forward to this the whole fucking week because this was like the first real big fight that we were looking forward to. It was like, okay, this is it, and it was a fight of the year candidate on paper. And obviously we talked about the whole history between him and between them and also Quadras and Sarungasai. Like, yeah, this can't disappoint, and it definitely did not disappoint. Pilot, man, share us your thoughts on that fight, bro.
I'm not gonna say robbery, but Chocolatito definitely. I lean towards Chocolatito. I mean, it was a great fight. There was no doubt about that. Really candidate fight of the year. I mean, if we want to go to the scoring, I think I had 116, 112 for Gonzalez. But I mean, to say robbery would mean the fight wasn't close, and the fight was close. But I just feel like after the mid round till about the 10th, I saw Gonzalez win, probably 7 through 10. I just felt like that was enough, especially around 12. Especially around 12, I felt like I leaned towards him around 12 as well. I mean, Estrada did come back in 11, and I think he won that one. But ultimately, I just think Gonzalez. I mean, 115, 113, but I don't know. I think Gonzalez I won't say he got hold, but he definitely should have got that dub, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, and honestly, I actually thought that
sounds like you just described the robbery though. So
yeah, okay. So can I interject now?
Oh, sure. Be my guest.
Yes.
It was a fucking robbery. Because let's be honest. I'm gonna be completely 100% honest. I watched it again this morning, and I struggled to find more than 5 rounds to give Estrada where I was like, maybe I have to fucking Dalsim fucking stretch to give him more than 6 rounds. And one judge gave him 7 rounds. The other one gave him fucking 9 rounds. Not only did he give him 9 rounds, he gave him Estrada the first 3 rounds and gave him the last 5.
5 rounds, yeah.
So he's already come. That is a robbery in and of itself because he's basically down before it even began. Like, he's already got to dig himself out of a hole.
Yeah, like there was definitely no.
Okay, well, let me just dig a deeper hole when we get near. Like, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, there was definitely no Estrada. Like, I mean, there was definitely no 5 rounds in a row, especially in the last 5 rounds for Estrada. It definitely was not there. Like,
the 12th round was the easiest round to score. Fucking. Estrada's head was getting pushed back like his head was getting pushed back like a JFK Pez dispenser. Like, come on now.
It was wild too. It's just like, because Estrada looked like, that was the one round he really needed, and it looked like Chocolatito was able to summon up that one last great effort to win that round. But that judge was just like, he had his blinders on. He was like, he probably pre-filled that round before anything else, and he was just chilling over there. He was like, leave me the fuck alone.
Pat scorecards in a Danny Garcia fight.
Nigga, shut up.
Them shit's just like 8-zip going into the 9th.
Yo, whatever, nigga.
Oh man, like this might be one of those where I'm just like, King P, handle my lightweight. Like I'm just so utterly like disappointed and disgusted by the nearsightedness or no-sightedness of the fucking judge who gave dude 9 rounds.
Yeah, like 117, 111 is wild. I heard that. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, whoa. That's a little bit too wide. Like there was no 117, 111 from either fighter in that fight. Like none.
Oh yeah.
So it's just
116, 112 is like the widest it could be.
That's what I had. Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't even give you honestly, a robbery would have been a draw, but I could have low key kind of said, you know what? I would have rolled my eyes and exhaled and all that, but I could have just been like, all right, okay, that fight was so good. Maybe a draw is just better for the sport. Who knows? I don't even like saying shit like that. But
no, that's not your nature, bro.
It's not. But just with everything that was going on that day, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I could feel it. But this was even like way worse. It's like they took that energy and was like, you know what? Fuck it, we could finesse. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do it.
Yes.
Like, look, this is Estrada. Going in, he was the favorite, slight favorite, but he was definitely the fucking favorite. He was the younger guy. He was the allegedly fresher guy. He was the bigger guy. He looked like to be the stronger guy. Less accomplished, but pound for pound, top 10 either way.
Definitely.
Chocolatito was like maybe a fringe pound for pound top 10, like top 15.
And no, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
Oh no, I'm just saying. I think that's an accurate assessment. Like you're looking at a guy, 2 of the top 15 guys in the world, maybe number 7 or 6 or 8, going against number 12 in an anticipated rematch. So fight starts out. Chocolatito played a little possum, almost like he was almost like it felt like he was tipping us off to the second Soran Visai fight.
Right.
He just had this fuck it, I'm here, But then it's like in the second round, it's like a switch went off. He started beating damn Estrada's ass, and it carried over to the next round. It got to one point where I thought he was gonna stop Estrada. I was like, shit. And then from there, you had momentum pulls, ebb and flows, but Chocolatito just controlled the majority of the fight. He controlled the majority of the minutes of the round. He just controlled the tempo like it was ring generalship personified.
Yeah, I mean, he did have his he did kind of gas a little bit, and that's where Estrada did had more of his moments. I mean, he still had some good moments in the first couple of rounds, though. Yeah. And also the mid round when Gonzalez kind of gassed him out a little bit.
Yeah, because Estrada was going to the body good, and he was landing on Chocolatito. And Chocolatito's, he's older. He had way more fights, way more wars.
But you could see, some of those punches affected him. You could see more, as opposed to Estrada. Even though I think Gonzalez put in more work, some of the shots Gonzalez took, kind of made you think, oh, yeah, this guy's definitely got some wear and tear on him. Just how he was kind of reacting to some of those hits.
But Estrada is sharp.
But that's what was lost in the whole thing was although they were throwing, there was a lot of high-speed boxing. No, not on the violent level, like let's say In Your Way and Donaire type of violent, but it was pretty good. It wasn't like it wasn't like they were letting complete phase on each other repeatedly. There was a lot of parrying, a lot of slipping. There was a lot of high-speed traps that were being set in those exchanges.
And you saw elite back foot boxing. You saw elite pressure fighting. It looks like elite pressure fighting won, really.
It did.
Again.
I'm hearing that the Mr. 117, 111 judge has been suspended. That's the rumor going around.
Yeah,
they need to be fired, investigated. I need the Paul Williams Laura type of action going on.
They probably need to drug test him and see what he was. See if he
I don't even want to blame drugs on that. If he was on some drug, I'm so pissed. Y'all niggas need to go for the cartel. Whoever got him that shit. It don't stop with him. Whoever did all that shit fucked up everything.
Yeah, investigate, see either he took a bribe or he was, or he was threatened or his life was threatened, something like that, he could have kept the fuckery close if he just wanted to give the fight 115, 113, but 117, 111 means that he was trying to satisfy some sort of bet going on.
Yeah, you can't be that incompetent. You can't be that fucking blind. Matter of fact, you don't deserve both your eyes. one of your eyes need to be missing after this shit. Like honestly, I'm so serious. Like it's come to the time where we have to put these judges accountable. Too many people careers is being fucked over. Now I know like people, regular everyday employees get fucked over all the time. Mm-hmm. But then imagine you're a regular employee and you do boxing on the side and you get to a main event on ESPN or Showtime and then you win, or you truthfully win, but you get fucked off the cards.
Absolutely, like I mean, just
twice.
Yeah, like an old school example with James Toney and Dave Tiberi. You know, and everyone, including myself, and I'm a Toney fan, thought James Toney lost that fight.
Yeah,
like, handily, but
outworked.
Yeah, but Tony got the decision, and Tiberi never fought again after that, just off principle. And then also another person who we'll talk about later in the broadcast had a similar thing going on, which we'll definitely bring up. You know,
like I don't know what, just to explain it to people real quick. Like sometimes you just don't know how much it takes out of you to give everything. And you honestly did enough to win, or more than enough to win. Mm-hmm. And it's not just in boxing, just in life in general. Anything, shit, you could be fucking drowning and you get saved at the last moment. I'm just saying, like, you do all of that and then you deny the satisfaction of winning. It just does something to you.
Yeah, no, it's messed up. Like for the fighters, I mean, it can either be. I mean, some fighters can take it, you know, a little bit. Some fighters eventually, if they do it too much time, either they'll kill the love for the sport, or they, you know, or starts their dissension into Jobberville.
Yeah, you know, hurts their morale, just everything. Because remember, you putting your all. It's not like, well, you know, I'm gonna put my all in everything to be the best graphic designer ever. I'm gonna be the best clothing designer ever. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's gonna hurt if you fail at that shit.
Right.
But imagine someone was trying to beat your ass when you was trying to be the best clothing designer. Mm-hmm. That's what boxing is. Because you're trying to be the best at something and someone's beating your ass to stop you from doing it. It's not like someone's like, all right, you know, I know he called in for that interview, but fuck it, I ain't gonna let my manager know. Yeah, I know this is his book report, but I'll just switch the names. Yeah, trust me, that's fucked up. But
yeah, I mean, the only
ass whoop you through exchange punches, nah, it's different level hurt. That's all I'm saying.
Like the only bright spot I can see in all this fuckery, whatever, really is that we don't get a Chocolatito Sora Rungvisai 3 fight.
Fuck that. No, don't even say that. Don't put that energy out. Nah, nigga. That's some loser shit.
I'm not saying it's loser shit, but
Chocolatito was cool with it. Why the fuck? Why would you like? Nah, like
I because I don't want to see that fight.
That wasn't the same Chocolatito that second fight, bruh. And you know that.
I still, but that's all Rungvisai. Like he fought on Friday. He looked good for once in his career mode fight. So I'm like, I already know.
Maybe he's starting his resurgence.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, Chocolatito, like, I mean, because Sora punches above his weight. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Is like, I mean, I didn't want to see that fight because I was like, I'm pretty sure.
Then when it happened, don't watch it.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but I already know. Like, it'll be like Chocolatito's gonna get pounded again. I'm just like,
there was people who thought he was gonna get pounded this time. This is Chocolatito. Yeah. He's an all-time great. Like, give him the satisfaction, give him the respect to earn that fade back.
He had it twice, and he got.
What?
Yeah, the first time he got it stolen from him. The fuck, we should have never had the rematch.
He got robbed. So this time it's a whole different energy going into the third fight. And now it's like history be fucking us over with some Chocolatito. I don't know what it is.
I mean, energy is energy, but physiology is everything, bro.
Well, I think we're gonna get a third match with Rungvisai and Estrada, and then winner goes off and fights Chocolatito. So we're gonna get the third fight regardless, I think.
That's as long as there's no one that takes an unexpected loss anywhere.
True.
I don't even care at this point. Like it's like you done ruined like 2 of the fights of this series. And it's like the person, like, they're trying to make it seem like chocolate, like there's always gonna be, when you dealing with kings and gods and like whatever the fuck, there's always gonna be one that's elevated higher than the rest. And it just seems like the powers that be don't want that to be Chocolatito when he clearly is. Just like with the original four kings, like they all great, they all legends matched up.
Absolutely.
But low key, Sugar Ray Leonard is maybe a little bit more revered than the rest.
Absolutely.
And that's saying something.
Yeah. And he does that without having to play the villain either, which is even more crazy.
Exactly. But he's the villain in a different way because he's the villain on some, I'm the baddest in the school and the girls love me Cobra Kai type shit. He's not no fucking Margarito. Yes, I shall break you, chase you around the ring till you cry.
calling them faggots.
so is it different? So and that's the thing. Chocolatito, he's really the all-time great of these kings, and he's the one that stands the highest. But the way they're trying to fuck it up and make it seem like they're all equal in some type of fucked up way.
And in this case now, Estrada's the first one to actually get the win of the actual three, of all three. Officially.
And he was been and he doesn't even deserve it.
Yeah,
so and that's my thing, is like they fucking reached their hands in the fucking stars, moved the constellations and said, you know what, here Orion's gonna be this nigga right here. Okay, boom, perfect now. The shit was perfect the way it was, motherfucker. So that's why I'm just utterly disgusted. Estrada fought good, but he needed to be first more and stand his ground. He's great at exchanging and countering on the back foot and fighting backwards, but you know, that's like, it's like that strength is almost nullified against a guy like Chocolatito.
Mm-hmm. And then Joshua O, shout out to Joshua O. We see he left a message. Chocolatito was crying because of the awful Spanish translator.
I bet, man.
Yeah, no,
he took it so humble and gracious. Like,
that was amazing. He just didn't complain once. He was praising God. That was,
Yeah, and crying. Like, I was like, man, Chocolatito's really, like, he's really in his feelings right now. Like, it was making me slightly uncomfortable, even though I understood. Like, dudes out there, like, hands and like a prayer and everything, like, really emotional. I'm like, wow.
Motherfuckers, like, I hate you fucking judges. Damn, it's like you fucked up my bread, you fucked up the fight, you fucked up the goddamn school, you fucked up history, like you worthless to me. Nothing to me. Fire this motherfucker, everything, like.
Yeah, no, but either way, it was a great fight, and then it was definitely a worthy inclusion to the whole series. And hopefully, like a fight like this at least lets people know, like, there's action like this at 115. Like 115, like, just because cats are 115 or 112 or or 108 or whatever doesn't mean that they can't fight. It's like this was quality action, and this is action that still needs more attention. Like, because like I said, these cats eventually, they're gonna age out of the division, and eventually they're gonna age out of their actual primes.
Well,
they won't be.
I think got like $1 million for this fight for like the first time.
Yeah.
They
should have been had $1 million.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then also that's why I like that's one of the reasons why I fuck with the Zone so much, because the Zone actually shows some of the boxing that doesn't get enough attention on the American stations. Not Top Rank or PBC or any of that. Like, like they actually have a home, and the home that they actually get this type of attention and this type of bread, and they deserve this bread several times over. Shit.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a good night of boxing for everyone. Like, I was pleased. In the
great
fight.
Card, yo. Overall, great card, yo. I was entertained up and down.
And we got a front runner for Fight of the Year, for sure. You know,
robbery of the year.
Robbery of the year, you know, and everything like that. So I mean, yeah, you know, thumbs up, you know, Matchroom, Eddie for putting this shit together, Chocolatito, Estrada for, you know, showing class, and the rest of the fighters, McCaskill, Breakus, and everyone else on the undercard for doing what they did. Because yeah, entertaining night of fighting.
And yo, real quick, we definitely got a new I'm gonna call it the, you know, this is gonna be a time capsule episode, because, you know, first of all, you know, we added Conscious, you know, we added Pilot, you know, it was the first mega fight of the year, first real, you know, super fight, everything. But we also gonna start the damn Pacquiao Awards. And basically what I'm getting at is when we do the end of the year awards in January, about 2022, you know what I mean, give or take.
Word.
First couple weeks. The Pacquiao Awards is basically when you're an all-time great and they fucking keep trying to rob you at the end of your career and you just keep doing your thing. Because I feel like both of these guys got, like, Chocolatito now got 2 losses like Pacquiao does that he ain't really need on his resume.
Right.
And that's Bradley and Horn.
Mm-hmm.
And Chocolatito is basically undefeated in my eyes besides that knockout. that's on some fucking bizarro world shit, because it's like that fight doesn't happen again if the right man wins. So it's like just crazy. But yeah, definitely Pacquiao Awards. You know, y'all just keep like y'all targeting someone to just fuck up their greatness. Like, it looks vindictive.
Mm-hmm.
So but Pacquiao got it back with the Thurman victory.
He
Hopefully
did.
Chocolatito could get another big fight or big win.
Yeah, and you know, and hopefully, I mean, well, it depends. I mean, if
And
he
he score that one right, or he get a knockout.
it depends too. Also, we actually want to go to 118, or is he probably pushing his body? You know, that would be going too far, going to 118.
Nah, 115.
Yeah,
I remember the Kudras fight.
yeah. You know.
That's his limit.
Yeah. Because I know in the back of my mind, like, you know, there's always a monster fight in the, you know, they're still, you know, whispering about and stuff like that. And that fight should.
See, they fucked up that fight. We were supposed to get the monster fight after the Sona Vise fight.
Yeah, but then also that true. That's very.
I mean, I think that would have been Then Monster would have gotten the body though. So
That's better than Sona Vise getting it. I don't know if I
You
can
really
double
don't
try.
like this nigga, bro.
I mean, that
No, I'm
is
just
true.
saying, look,
That is.
Remember, that's how history was leading up to that point.
Yeah, because I mean, everyone was surprised
They
because remember,
forced history to go a whole different way.
too. They even had the pictures too. I remember like after, because they shared the card, like you saw him in the locker room, and you saw the Monster was like significantly bigger than Chocolatito though, like, you know, and like, but everyone was like, okay, they're about to fight or whatever. But yeah,
And remember, the robbery is what caused Chocolatito to go on that little funk he had in his career.
Mm-hmm.
That's what. Who knows if he pulls out that win with Sora Visa and he gets the decision, maybe that reinvigorates it. Maybe the reinvigoration that we're seeing now with him happens then going into the Monster fight. Especially seeing that Monster was just a couple fights away from slugging it out and being power hungry. That fight was timed perfectly.
Word.
This wasn't the Monster that went life and death with Daenerys yet.
Yeah.
Or Body McDonald, where we're like, God damn, this power real.
Right. Or Peano or any of them. Yeah.
Exactly. So we, you know, when we look at that, we gotta excuse all those wins after that. We talking about right at that moment. And Monster would have been the favorite, of course, but man, if that would have been some epic shit. Honestly, that was the Caskill Breakers passing the torch fight.
Yeah, that would have been a passing of the torch fight. I mean, instead of, Donaire and anyway, ended up being the passing of the torch type of fight.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it was.
You would have got like 2 undefeated fighters though.
True, and some belts on the line as well. But
Yeah.
hey, that's boxing. You know, boxing is the theater of the unexpected, man.
Pound for pound spots, everything. But yeah, you're right. Theater of the unexpected. Theater of fuckery.
Indeed. So yeah, so we'll go on to our next topic, which is